Hashtag no music, no intro. We are back. The Saints Block Party podcast. And we had football today. We just finished watching football. New Orleans Saints football. Saints taking on the Arizona Cardinals in week 1. The Saints drop week 1 to the Cardinals 20-13, almost at 10. And a game that, oh man, it's just an interesting game when you really think about it in terms of just how it just played out. A lot of ways in terms of how we can take this game. But I don't know where you want to start with this, but start
at the beginning, man. Just matchup.
I mean, I want to give credit. Listen, he has been recently has been a punching bag on this podcast. Cam Jordan played a hell of a game.
I like that you pointed that out. I'm glad you're bringing that up, bro. Because I mean, we all been like, "Come on, bro! Like, time to hang it up, old guy." You know what I'm saying? Time to just get on up out of here. But for him to come, what he had 1.5 or 2 sacks or whatever.
He had 1.5 sacks. He had a batted ball that almost led to an interception by Julian Blackmon.
Couple run stuffs, and he was fired up, bro. Like whole game, fired up. It's like
bro.
All you can do is give credit to that, bro. 15 years in the NFL, and you out there being like one of the few playmakers on the defense still.
Listen, I didn't say this. This was said in our Zoom. I'm not going to say who said it. Someone said infidelity works. I didn't say this. I did not say this.
Just saying. Hey, we saw them accusations come back out, boy. It was like, oh, Cam might have a season. Oh, Goon Cam might be back.
Nobody's keeping them young. I'm just saying. Defense comes out, forces I don't know if it's a 3-and-out, but forces a sack on Kyler. Arizona punts the ball. Saints gets the ball. Goes 3-and-out offensively. Arizona gets the ball. They drive it down the field, kicks field goal, and then the Saints get the ball. And listen, there's a lot. It's such an interesting game because there's some good from this game because there are some good things offensively in terms of how Kellen Moore called the game, where it's like, okay, you see the vision offensively in terms of his scheme schematically of what he wants to do. It's like, okay, this is good. There are some things he called run game wise on that second drive that was stellar. He mixed it in the run, mixed it in the pass, short intermediate pass with Spencer. That led to the touchdown drive that AK scored the touchdown that I want to say that Spencer checked into the run that led to the AK pass. Kendre looked good. The offensive line looked good as a whole. And then it was just like it just started to feel like just a typical, other than just start like a typical Saints game, bro. It
started to feel like a Saints game, bro. Just kind of sticking to the positives. I loved because I think the first offensive drive there was a 3-and-out or it just sputtered real quickly. Then when it came out again, they went to more of an up tempo kind of a hurry up kind of to get on track. I love that they did that just to kind of get Spencer in a rhythm, get the pass game in a rhythm, slow down that pressure of the defense a little bit, and it worked. It worked. Like they were moving the ball. They even had a couple of penalties on their drive that set them back, but they still kept moving forward. Ended up getting a touchdown on that AK run. That was the peak of the vibes right there. Vibes was peak,
and that was. You said the word penalties. That was the theme of the game, bro. It was like a sloppy ass, bro. Sloppy team. Sloppy team,
my God.
Bro.
I mean, on both teams, but really the Saints. Look, the Saints had, let me see, what's that? 13 penalties, bro, for 89 yards. 13 Sean Payton used to always talk about that. Like over 80 yards, is a touchdown. If you give up like 80 yards in penalties, that's basically like giving up a touchdown. So that's like you can't do that.
And
Week 1,
and a
I
lot
get
of
it.
them.
Week 1.
So, and then the one that led to the 3 points that Arizona got, one of them was that key penalty on Kool-Aid, who had a very bad game. He had a Kool-Aid struggled today.
Struggle.
And I texted this to our friend Greg. I was like, man, I think Kool-Aid might be a CB2 who's cosplaying as a CB1.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. He got to get. I'm trying to just kind of give him the grace. He went up against. It was a tough matchup going against Marvin Harrison. We talked about it on the preview pod. They were going to make Marvin Harrison a point.
He's going to be going against the best wide receiver every week, bro. Like, he ain't going to get no easier after this, bro.
It's not.
Like, this is the way he's going to be facing every
week.
It's
going to get harder. It's going to get harder.
Yeah. Like, next week he might get a little easier with Ricky Pearsall, but then after that, he go against Jackson Smith and Jacob Bud. Like, this is it, nigga. This is the league. This is it.
And, even like there was a snap where he was going against Trey McBride, and it's just like, just the technique he's playing with. He's giving too much cushion. I don't know, bro. I don't know. He just, he gonna have to figure it out because ain't no help coming. Like, this is it. This is your cornerback group. He struggled though, bro. I said that was probably one of the more disappointing things of the game. Honestly, like, same for the defense. Like, the defense struggled, but at the same time, they did make plays. Like, they had 3 sacks on Kyler early in the game. It was a weird game where, like, the defense was making some plays. They was getting the offense like into 3rd and longs, but then they allowed Trey McBride to make a play. They allowed Kellen Murray to make a play on 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 12, stuff like that. Such a Saints defense type of game, which is like
Saints,
which
bro.
is maddening because it's like new defensive coordinator and all that stuff, but it's still such a Saints defense game. Bro.
Same us.
It's us.
I said it. It's like Justin Reed made a key missed tackle on Trey McBride on a huge 3rd down. And I said it in our Zoom, bro. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you want to join us in the Zooms, patreon.com/SaintsBuckParty. I said when players put that Florida Lease on their helmet, it's just like Space Jam, bro. Like something just leaves their body, bro. Just
go on, bro.
Just go on. Shout out to JJ for the $4.99 super chat. Shout out to our dude Sherm for the $2 super chat.
Love you, Sherm.
He said Rattler's growth astronomical, more be better, Juwan. And he gave the middle finger emoji.
Listen, bro, like,
we'll get to Juwan. One thing I will say that did surprise me very much into this game, which was disappointing from a Saints perspective. Those Arizona Cardinals secondary took the Saints receivers out of the game. Out of the game, bro. Now, if you want to get into the nitty gritty in terms, like, I get it. Like, I'm sure Spencer Rattler's performance will be broken down by numerous people in terms of that. But those Cardinals cornerbacks were all over Shaheed and Olave. Like, all game. All game. There was no, like, even the throws that they took them out of the game. And the offense felt very constricted. Someone in the chat, I think it was Alfred, made a very good point who said, because this is something I wondered, why you think they abandoned the run game so early? And this is something that I was wondering, especially in the second half, because that second drive, the run game was so incremental to them getting down the field. It was mixed in with AK, it was mixed in with Kendre. It was beautiful how it was. We kept Devin Neal.
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know.
It
felt Sean Payton-ish a little bit, nigga.
Very,
like it felt
very
like
Sean Payton-ish. And what did I say on the preview pod? I said we don't want Spencer Rattler having to throw the ball 40 plus times. Threw the ball 46 times.
How many times did he throw? Did he?
46.
Oh, damn, bro.
46. Damn near 50. And look, I get it. Some of it was situational because you're getting into a late game situation where you got to pass, hurry up, stuff like that. I get it. But still, it was like we were running the ball pretty well. excuse everybody for the noise in the background. I'm not at my house, my normal location,
Yeah,
so just apologies.
Wolf in New Orleans. He at home. It's
We gonna get it in though. We gonna get it in regardless. Anyway,
always.
that was just something that run pass mix that they were doing early. I thought that was just it was beautiful, bro. I thought it was working.
It was
Kendra was looking good. Like it was like
phenomenal. What?
Why are we going away from this? And in the passing game, it's like there weren't any layups. Like everything felt hard and trying to like squeeze it in. You know what I'm saying? Like everything just felt like it had to be pinpoint accurate. There were no big plays. There were nobody's running free and nothing like that. So that just kind of made it frustrating where you just kind of scratching and clawing for points. And then you add on the penalties where every penalty just seemed to be like just demoralizing for the offense, which it's pretty familiar, a pretty familiar feeling if you've been following the Saints long enough.
And the chat keeps asking, did Kellen Moore lose confidence with the O-line blocking? Like, that's the thing is like, it's the O-line blocking it's harder to pass block than it is to run block in theory. Like in theory. So I don't.
Right. You would think if you lose faith in the offensive line, you would run the ball more. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part I ain't get. We got to talk about the timeouts. We got to talk about that because I might not sleep well tonight because of it, bro. Because that's really bothering me, man. And I didn't get a chance to watch this presser, so.
Yeah, we haven't watched the presser. We just be immediately doing the recap. And I'm not here to Monday morning quarterback it and say if he had used the timeouts, even if they had scored the touchdown, like maybe they go down the field and they kick a field goal. Also, Blake Grupe missed an important field goal, and maybe instead of them trying to tie the game in the fourth quarter, maybe like that throw that they're trying to win this was the most quintessential Saints game you will ever see, bro. Like the most, like to the T. If you like the drive that Rattler and the whole offense had in that third quarter, just everything, like it was a hard, like that was not an easy drive. That Cardinals defense came to play. Jonathan Gannon and that defensive coordinator, like everything, they had a very hard, long drive. They didn't get the touchdown. Chip shot field goal. 36-yard, 32-yarder. Boop. It was shout out to our dude TJ in the chat who brought up the point that because they keep messing up the operation and having so many different punters as the holder, that maybe, just maybe, it throws shit off. It's a great point by TJ because it's a
great point because that literally happens. I know people just kind of think, oh, holder, smolder, who cares? It's important. I've seen it. I followed the Saints enough and I follow football enough to know that stuff actually matters at the end of the day. And I'm not saying that's what the cause, but it's just something to just kind of keep an eye on going forward. But Blake Grupe, who had a real consistent camp, was pretty good last year. So it was like just something to keep an eye on.
Timeout.
Like,
sorry.
The timeouts.
You want to talk about the timeouts? At the end of the first half, the Cardinals had the ball. So just people who I'm sure if you're listening to this, you probably know. Cardinals had the ball. They're driving. They were in the red zone. It was probably at this point like a minute, 11 seconds left, and the Saints had 3 timeouts. And you had our guy who's been on this podcast who called the game, Ross Tucker, is like incensed. Why Kellen Moore is not calling timeouts to preserve time. Even if the Cardinals score 3 points, 6 points, and get the extra point, that then you preserve time for your offense to then potentially go and maybe get a field goal on your own, a touchdown on your own. And then there's this like narrative, and I don't really stay on Twitter a lot during games. I really just kind of stay in our own little, our Zoom or whatever. But then like I did see like this little narrative that like Kellen Moore didn't trust this quarterback. Like, you think he doesn't want to win? Like he
Like it doesn't make sense. That just doesn't make. I seen it to like some people I respect whose opinion I respect said. I'm like that just doesn't add up because one, he's the starting quarterback. The hand chose the starting quarterback, and that's just like he's run hurry up literally in this game. He's run hurry up situation. So it's not like, oh, I don't trust him to run
And done
hurry
well
up.
with it.
And done well with it. Like we even last year against Washington, we seen him. So it just didn't add up. Like that's not making sense. Okay, if it's not that, what was the reason? Now they asked Kellen coming off the field in halftime, and he just made no sense. He was just like, yeah, they kind of read the clock out. We were trying to save the timeouts. It's like, what? You can't carry them with you, bro. Like once the time is up, those 3 timeouts are gone. So you may as well use them. I don't know, bro. I don't. But that was one of the things. Was like, okay, maybe it was just a rookie head coaching move, but somebody just that seems so well thought, that so intentional is the word they use a lot. And somebody I've been on the Kellen more. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've been rooting for him. I've been like, you're our guy. We're rooting for you. That was like, oh man, that was some DA shit right there, bro. Matter of fact, DA ain't even do
and
nothing like that before.
and like I think the point is, um, you have so many people on the staff who have been head coaches. Brandon Staley's been a head, and it's like
Scott
I don't know how
Linehan.
that happens. Scott Linehan.
It's like,
I don't know how
and
that
then
happens.
there was like after there was like you saw like Kelly Moore talking to somebody and it looked like they was looking at the scoreboard. Like they was just confused. I would like to see Kelly Moore just kind of be like honest, like what happened there. I would just like to know if it was a mistake, like okay, just own up to it. Like, man, look, I was into the game. I lost track. It was a stupid move. Won't happen again, blah 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 blah. Looks bad still, but just learn from it. But it
Own
was
it.
very
Yeah.
confusing. But it was just very confusing because like as the head coach, this is the one thing like you really, really, really impact the game is your clock management. Like that's where you literally impact the game. So I really would like more clarification on like what happened right there. Other than that though, obviously the penalties. It's week 1. A lot of teams have penalties. A lot of teams going through stuff early in the game, early in the season. So I'm gonna give them a little grace. But starting out with 13 penalties is not a good look as
Ooh.
far as just preparation, getting your team prepared, and all that. It's not a look good. Look, this is the refs were not saying the refs has horrible calls in this game. Horrible calls, horrible missed calls on the Cardinals, horrible calls on the Saints. So we'll see. But it's just something, to just put on a little checkbox to kind of keep an eye on. You know what I'm saying? Did the same for DA.
It,
When DA started, and he started out with a lot of penalties, we were on his ass too.
own it. Own it. And it's a because that's like it's just it's a reflection, right? Like that's a reflection on like coaching and having the team prepared. And the thing with the penalties is that there were so many. It was a lot of them were offensive, like uh illegal, like illegal procedure, or
Formation,
illegal
yeah,
formation
guys
type
lined
of
up over
stuff.
the
And
line and stuff like that.
yeah, it wasn't a smooth operation. I wanted to get your thoughts, and then we'll hear from our sponsor, from our dude Precious Works Bajan's LLC. Your thoughts overall, because it's going to be talked about ad nauseum, but just from Spencer Rattler's performance, his first start, year 2 against the Cardinals, because I know it's just something that's going to be talked about overall in terms of like how he played. Some people are going to say he played like trash. Some people say he didn't play well. I just want to get your thoughts, but overall, what you saw from how he played.
I thought he was poised, bro. Like overall, I thought he just played poised. I thought he was in control. I thought he showed like a good like field general look to him. I thought he was accurate for the most part. Um, Good decision making. I thought he was fine, bro. Like he was, like I said, it was a very condensed game. So it wasn't a lot of like highlight plays, a lot of flashy stuff. But I thought he ran like when he had to run, he ran, made the good decisions when to run. Uh, Put the team like in position to kind of tie the game. Like Juwan Johnson catches that ball, like the ball that he literally had in his hands like this. It's a the game is tied. He didn't win. You wouldn't win, but at least you tied the game. He did have 2
Right.
turnover-worthy throws that he kind of lucked out on. One was taken away because of penalty. The other one, the guy just didn't intercept it when he could have. Um, I thought he managed the pocket well. He didn't get sacked a ton when he could have. Avoided a lot of sacks. I thought it was like a good, positive, like his best game as a Saint, honestly. Like, it's like overall full performance, like from, because he's had good moments with the Saints last year, but then it'll fall apart in the
Hmm.
second half and stuff like that. To me, this was like his best full game so far. A lot of things to clean up, a lot of things that weren't perfect, but I thought overall it was like a good game. Me looking at this game, I'm not looking at like, damn, Spencer Rattler is the reason we lost. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. And I kind of said it in our live stream on Zoom. I think the thing I noticed the most from I think there was a lot of growth in his game. If you watch his games from last season to today, just overall, like if you just saw how he played last year to today, I think there's just been a lot of overall growth in his game. Not saying he's going to be a franchise quarterback, but there's definitely he showed growth today overall. Chat says Rattler needs to get pissed at these dudes second year or not because the veterans aren't playing veteran like. I mean, I don't think I don't think he's going to get pissed at them. Like, I think there's some plays where I think Ryan kind of hit on. He almost has that interception that he threw to Juwan, and then the play right after he goes right back to Juwan. Like things like that are important. So shout out to our dude Cole that brought this up. I think it's like it's little important that like on that third down call in the end zone as the game's winding down where he throws to Juwan. Cole brings up the point how annoying that Bele's not on the field in situations like that. Like when you're like how like if you're going to be going to the end zone, like get the nigga that you traded for that 6'5" on the field in the end zone.
Like,
Like I
like
think
to
that's
me,
know
like to me, bro. Like as soon as we got Philly, the first things we would have been working on is third down and red zone. We'll figure all the other stuff out.
that's it, bro.
But third down, red zone, we're gonna have that installed for week 1, and we'll build upon
Day
that.
one.
Like that's the whole reason we got you, bro. Like, and he made like a clutch catch, on that 2 minute drill. I want to think it was on that 2 minute
Yeah.
drill, but clutch catch in that situation is like, why are we only? Because obviously, Jawan is going to be the main person you go to in that situation because it's a must touchdown situation and the defense is all playing back, so you need a big body. So it's
Right.
like, why not have your only other big body out there? I don't know. Where
I don't know,
Moscato at? Was Moscato out there?
he was active today, so I don't know, bro.
Yeah, he was
Like
active.
he's only like what 6'7". I don't know.
And
Someone in the chat
poor
said Tucker
Jawan, bro.
Craft just
Jawan,
caught up.
go ahead.
He had a pretty decent game too.
Almost 100 yards, bro. Like 76 yards. Like he was making some key catches, but like it's just Jawan, bro. Jawan's gonna be Jawan, man. He's
Jawan.
Just is what it is.
Someone in our Zoom was saying it was playing out almost very similar to the Washington game. Like it didn't
Really
like
was.
it was like the inverse, but like
Right.
like very similar.
It was weird.
It was. Let's take a break. Let's listen to our dude Bajan at Precious Works, and we'll be right back after this break. Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out-of-the-box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plug-in updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party Podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, BIJON at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back. What else from this game did you take away from?
It was good to see Chris Olave back. He made some big time key catches.
Can we talk about the fucking? Well, yeah, about the fucking pass that got ruled an incomplete pass on the 2-minute drive.
What? What was that? Like I need, like Killer Mo got to write a stern email after that or something, bro. Like what?
Nigga. Like, because that play, if that's ruled a complete pass, that saves more time on the clock in the grand scheme of things, bro. Like, it's a. I have no idea, bro. I don't. This is why I'm glad. Like,
and people they said he didn't control the ball.
He had a slight bobble, but he caught the fucking ball, bro. Like, please, like, what are we doing?
Million times.
Like, what are we doing?
I've seen that a million times. As long as it don't hit the ground, like, bro.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Did anything you see today change your outlook overall about this team?
I don't know, bro. They kind of looked how I expected for the most part. Like, even though I had this game picked as a win, that was more of like a hopeful Saints fan hope. But like in reality, they looked about like I expected. The defense was feisty how I thought, but at the end of the day, they couldn't really there were parts where Cam Jordan was getting juked in the backfield by Kellen Murray, and we already knew that was going to happen. Like we knew that was going to happen.
Already knew it, bro.
Cam Jordan had a great game, but
he did. He did.
You at some moments the defense looked slower. Like it's like they just like where's the speed at? But then Chase Young is out. They didn't have Sanker out there like a lot. Quincy Rock. It just looked a little methodic at times. Like there was that one part where Brian Brzee, I forgot who he was chasing. He was chasing Murray and
jogging, bruh.
I was like, what the hell was that? But he did wind up turning around and having a decent game, did some pressures, and he had that key block field goal. So I don't know what that was. But it looked like he's offensively, like I said, I thought they did a lot of things well, bro. Like I thought for the most part it was a positive day for the offense. But the negatives kind of take it away from like really being a positive. Just with the penalties and stuff like that. And we got to find some big plays, bro. Like you can't. I know the Arizona defense it's going to be tough, but I mean, it ain't going to get no easy either. Like San Francisco next week ain't going to be easy. Like we got to find some way to get some big plays because just having a constrained offense like that, you got a QB with a nice arm. Wow. Like we should be able to hit. Got Shaheed, Chris Olave, Mason Tipton. Where was Mason Tipton? Where was Mason Tipton?
Can we give Brandon Cook snaps to Mason Tipton? Please.
Trey Palmer, he was inactive. Not a real surprise. But like we got to get some speed. You got all these fast guys. It's time to get some speed out there on the field, bro.
Yeah. And Kellen called a couple of, they were like quarterback counters with Rattler. He called 2. I kind of expected that. I thought he was going to hold that kind of close to him until week 1. He called a tush push that got called back because of like a illegal formation because of Radens was lined up incorrectly. Just like these these little the little things, bro, and
Self-imposed,
these
bro.
shooting themselves in the foot, man.
I mean, Kellen
Shooting
said it
themselves in the
himself. He
foot.
said, "Beat ourselves. Like you're not gonna. This team won't have a chance. Like y'all have to execute the
None.
things that y'all control. Y'all have to be like immaculate at it. Like stuff y'all control. If y'all not doing that, you won't have no chance because the team is not talented enough
None.
to overcome that stuff. And that's the part of the
None.
positive I keep pointing
And
out. It was like to be as decent as they was on offense today, despite all those penalties and self-imposed wounds, is kind of a positive. But on the negative side, you had those self-imposed, self-inflicted wounds. So it's like it's kind of a gift and a curse.
And here's the crazy thing. Let me read these stats to you in terms of like the Cardinals offensively. James Conner, 12 attempts, 39 yards rushing. They held James Conner in check. Marvin Harrison Jr., 5 receptions, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. He had that really young long one, 45 yards against Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And then he had the touchdown on the crossing route. Trey McBride, who we said was going to get his yards and get his catches. 6 catches, 61 yards. And after that, and then you had the big long one that Trey Benson had, the 52-yard long run. Other than that, bro, like the defense really the defense did a pretty good job against the Cardinals defensively. Like it feels like they didn't, but they really did. It was just like offensively. I'm just looking at kind of the stat line. Like AK had 11 attempts running the ball. Kendra had 5. So that's what 16 between them. I don't know if that's conducive winning football for them.
No.
And I can understand it if they were down like by 20 points and you but that's the thing that just was a little curious to me of why the heavy dose of going super pass heavy.
No, I agree. And look, this is something Kellen Moore has kind of dealt with years past, even with the Chargers, with the Cowboys. He can get a little pass happy. So we'll see, bro. We'll see how, week 1 is such a learning experience for everybody, especially for this team, because it's just everything's new. So everybody's learning about each other and what to expect. So it's going to be interesting to see what they learn from this game. But there were positives to take away. I just hope, Saints fans just try not to get into doom and gloom. It's like there were positives to take away. We got to see how it play out going forward. But I do think there was some things to build on. Didn't see Kelvin Banks. I didn't really pay attention to Kelvin Banks, honestly. And I think that's a good thing. Fuaga ended up leaving with an injury. That's worrisome.
Yep.
Trying to think. I do think offensively in the pass game, it will get better. I think it will get better. Once Villa gets more involved, once you get Trey Palmer involved, once they figure out whose role is what,
yeah.
I just think I think there's more rhythm there that'll come,
Listen, we have beat this dead horse to death, but like not having that second tight end, and I'm not saying like at some points in this game, Arizona were going and they didn't use the second tight end, the third tight end in receiving, but not having that extra tight end that can be the blocker and in the pass formation and be receiving tight end helps your offense in so many ways. And just having Juwan out there just to be that sole person, it just it it it, it hurts, bro. It hurts. And this is not me trying to like slander. It's like slander Jawan. I don't want to, like, we've done that enough on this podcast, but like this is not what this is. Just I'm just saying, just from a schematic standpoint, like it just it's just what it is. We'll be back. We'll catch up on the rest of the chat. We will. Okay. So Alberto said something in the chat regarding the timeout. So we'll get back to that. We'll hear back from our sponsor from Underdog. Catch up on that. Wrap up and get out of here. Any other thoughts on Saints dropping week 1 against the Cardinals as we wrap up?
Football is back, and there's no better place to get in on the action than Underdog. It's the easiest way to make picks and win money all season long. Here's how it works. You make your picks. If you're right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play as little as for $1. This week, I'm looking at the Bucs versus Falcons matchup. I've got Mike Evans for higher than 1 touchdown and Kyle Pitts for lower than 50 yards. That's my card. Now it's your turn. Just download the Underdog app, sign up with promo code BLOCKPARTY, and you'll get $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code BLOCKPARTY. Millions of fans have already won billions on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money.
Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
We are back. So our dude Alberto said, Kellen just said on the timeouts that he thought to use them when Spence got the ball back with just 20. Okay. I don't.
Is Kellen not understanding what we asking here, bro? Like, you can't use the timeout
slow.
Like Dr. says, is Kellen a dummy? Oh, man, it can't be. I don't want to believe it.
One, and there was another like that. I'm glad Olave is okay, because that I also didn't love that play call design that he drew up for Chris Olave on that screen, bro. Like
he got banged up, bro. Bang. But I mean, that's just gonna happen, bro. Like, and it's blood in the water now. So like defenders, I feel like and it was like a good legal perfect hit by Will Johnson.
Oh yes,
like, just perfect hit, but it's just like he just wince every time. Like, get that guardian cap on or something, bro. Hey,
please. The guy was like, "Why is this nigga not wearing the guardian cap on his head? Like, what's going on, bro?"
They don't want to wear it, bro.
So right now, I mean, I know the second half games, the afternoon games haven't happened yet. They're underway right now. But right now, the Saints have the number 2 overall pick in the draft.
You need a refresh take and throw it on Reddit?
I'm right. I'm already there, bro. Someone in the chat, Drum Tech 101, said he didn't trust Spencer, period, but I think Rattler showed towards the end of the game that he can make the plays. I'm literally not buying this narrative that he didn't like that.
It just don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Make it make sense to me. Like like they running like a hurry up throughout the game. They run it at the end of the game. So the explanation Kellen Moore is giving y'all don't make sense. So I just think he slipped up, bro. Like he just I think he just had like a brain fart where he just wasn't even thinking about the timeouts. You know, he was like, "Oh shit, we do have 3 timeouts."
Whoops. Whoopsie. I'll ask you this, and obviously we have the 49ers preview pod to discuss it, but does this give you, after today's game, does it give you more confidence going into next week against the Niners?
Man, I know they're not like at full strength, but I've seen Shanahan like just terrorize enough defenses, bro. Where I'm like, it's gonna be a tough out. It's gonna be a tough out. But I will say, I do think this team is gonna be in more games than people think, bro. Like I think
Yes.
it's a scrappy little team, bro. It's a scrappy little team. The quarterback scrappy, like the defense scrappy enough. I think they're gonna be in these games. They're gonna be in the 49ers game. It's This is kind of what you want it to look like. We know this team is going to be bad, but like we talked about with the Detroit Lions a couple years ago, when what's the head coach name?
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell had just got there. I think they won 4 games that year, 4 or 5 games. But you could see like, okay, this team is scrappy. They're building something. They just need some more talent. Ultimately, that's what you kind of hope to see with this team. They're not getting blown out every week. They're not getting stumped.
Right.
You want to see young talent that you could build on, offensive line, running game. You want to see that the head coach is making good decisions. Got to put a pin in that for now. But let's just hope to see, going forward. And I think we're going to see that.
So the over under for this game, the line, I should say,
6.5.
Under what 6.5. If Groupie hits that kick,
right there, bro.
Well,
right there.
Anyhow, we shall see how the rest of the season goes. But listen, I think they're going to be a very feisty team. I do think Drum Tech 101 499 said, I think Kellen thought of the interception Spencer would have had it not been for the penalty. Thank you for the 499 super chat. Maybe.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you. But it makes no sense. He threw the ball 46 times in the game. He threw the ball 46 times. I don't know.
Just catching up in the chat before we get out of here. D. Granger said, we're going to be picking top 5 for show. We're so talent deprived anymore. Was average as fuck coaching the game. See, like, here's the thing. Like, there are some things I saw from Kellen that was very encouraging. Like, I think that touchdown drive that they got was super encouraging. Like, that was a great drive. And even though it ended in the field goal, that drive that was a groupie miss was a great drive. Like, offensively called, it was a really good drive. They just got to get in the lab and fix the other shit. Like, they got to fix like the self-inflicted wounds. And I don't know if this is a schematic thing of Jonathan Gannon. There's an article that like came out before the game, or that like Kellen had his number. Maybe he just knew, potentially like what was coming. Like, all I know was that this Arizona secondary locked up the Saints wide receivers, which is a testament to like the all 22.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch the all 22 just to get a good view of what happened, because watching on TV, you're just like, oh, like, why did? Yeah.
Because even almost every shot, and maybe the all 22 is going to reveal something else, but like those cornerbacks were in the receiver's hip pocket, bro. Like, it was, and that says something, because usually Chris Olave and Shaheed can get open against most NFL cornerbacks. Like, they were not getting open.
They were not. Even when they caught the ball, it was like, boom, right there, boom.
So that's a Kellen thing, so he got to get in the lab. And like, I think Ryan brought up the great point. Shit, get 10 off to the sideline, get Mason Tipton on the field, get Trey Palmer on the field, get some more juice on the field, get Valet on the field, and really shut up, Bree, and really try to expand the offense a little more, get some more juice. But we shall see what happens next week. We'll be back this upcoming week for the Niners preview pod, and then we'll be back on Sunday for the Niners game. We'll see what happens, see what these Saints do. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will be back this upcoming week. With that, we are out.
Peace.